Here comes the sun, woman. Oh.
Hello friends, happy March. This is the Sun Woman. Thank you so much for tuning in to my channel for my monthly tarot and astrology readings. Before I get to what's happening in the heavens this month and to the individual tarot readings for the signs, I want to just make two quick announcements. I've started a blog on WordPress.com, and my first posts are meditations on the 22 major arcana. I'll be doing one meditation each month, and I've written these meditations and included a link to some musical inspiration. Check out the article from my post in January, and that will give you all the background information on what these meditations are for and how they can help you, kickstart changes in your own life. Not just using the tarot as a predictive tool, but also using it as an active tool, a psychoactive tool for making changes in our psyche and thus in the world around us. Okay, so check those out on WordPress.com. I've already posted for January, February, and March. Now, I'm also, this month, I'm going to be doing something interesting on my Facebook page, and you can click on the link here that's under the readings here, or on the banner for my YouTube channel, my Facebook page, in order to help you out with some of the eclipse energy that's going on that can make things a little crazy. Some March madness we may have going on already before the eclipse and for this eclipse period. To help you through it, I'm going to be doing mini tarot card readings for very specific questions. So what you need to do is first subscribe to my YouTube channel, then head over to my Facebook page and like the page. Hopefully you will like it. If you do, I definitely appreciate that. And go ahead and post a very specific question, and I will be doing a 2-card reading in response to your questions. Okay, so these are free readings just to kind of give you a quick read and some quick advice on what may be going on for you this month. So 1 question per person, please, and please be clear and thoughtful before you post. All right, thank you so much for that. Now, what's going on this month? Well, as I said, we have a very emotionally sensitive Pisces new moon on excuse me, on March 8th, and this is a solar eclipse, and the solar eclipse is something that's going to shake up energy, bring out hidden issues that may be going on in your life, and it really signifies a clean break in cosmic energy. Now, we know that every new moon is a seed and a moment in time when we can plant our intentions for the following month. Well, the solar eclipse really gives that a power boost. During the solar eclipse, the moon is directly between the earth and the sun, which is a conjunction, and during the brief time, the moon can actually block out the sun, which temporarily turns off the lights, if you will. Now, we have a very finite focus as human beings, and it's natural for us to concentrate on what's in front of us. But at times, this can really limit our perspective on the world, and we can even miss out on opportunities. Well, what happens is the solar eclipses come along, and they might snatch away the familiar in our lives temporarily, which forces us to consider options we might never have otherwise explored. So, although this can cause temporary upheaval, eclipses can end up in the long run being very kind to us. Major growth can happen during these cosmic power outages, and this is when we should really leap into the new and generally improved terrain in our life, even if we feel a little forced by circumstances, okay? Now, we're going to be very eager to take that leap since the moon jumps right into impulsive Aries, not far after that. So, we really want to focus on the new changes in our life. We want to not be afraid to make those changes and put our intentions out into the universe. And what can usually happen on a new moon in a matter of months can happen perhaps in a 30-day period when we have a solar eclipse. So a lot of power there behind that, okay? Those are just my announcements, and let's go ahead and do the individual tarot readings for each of the individual signs. And these again can apply to your sun, moon, or rising sign. So if one sign does not resonate with you, check out the others, and those messages may apply closer to your situation. Thank you so much, and let's go ahead and do the individual readings. Hello, Sagittarius. This new moon solar eclipse in Pisces is going to be highlighting your 4th house. So that is your house of family, of home, of your parents, of your family background, your lineage. So with the Pisces moon here combined with Venus in Pisces, Mercury conjunct Neptune in Pisces, and all of that conjunct or in the same sign as Chiron, the wounded healer, there is a major potential for healing in your family situation, whatever your situation might be. So whether it is with those living in your home, spouse and children, whether it is perhaps a rift between yourself and parental figures, there is the potential. This new moon lunar cycle, which is between March 8th and April 7th, there's the opportunity for a very powerful healing. Okay, now keep in mind we have the ability to heal ourselves. We can heal from the wounds of our past that may plague us or that may stay with us. But we cannot heal other people to the extent that they must be willing to heal themselves or put themselves in a position for healing to happen. And often when we are when we are connected and overwhelmed and feeling guilt or anger or any type of situation that has a hold on us in reference to our family situation, we must see the truth about who we are in reference to this situation. So, meaning we can't heal anyone but ourselves, and we can't heal ourselves until we're willing to see the truth about what and who we really are. In doing so, we really release everyone else from our guilt, from our anger, from our blame, and then they can heal themselves if they choose to. Okay, so whatever baggage, whatever you are carrying, weight you're carrying or burden you're carrying from your family history, you have the opportunity this new moon cycle for a very powerful healing situation, new beginnings, new energy, things that may shake up what's been lying beneath the surface, but in a way where when the smoke clears, when the ground settles, there can be a new beginning in that situation. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what the cards say for you, Sagittarius, for this new moon cycle in Pisces. And that is the new moon eclipse in Pisces. What is the message for Sagittarius for this new moon in their 4th house? Message for Sagittarius for the new moon in Pisces. What is the message for Sagittarius? New moon in Pisces for Sagittarius. Okay. All right, we're doing a 5-card reading and then a card from the Tao Oracle deck. So, in the past we have the 10 of Swords. In the present we have the 2 of Pentacles. In the near future we have the Page of Wands. Crowning is the Death card. Wow, very, very powerful reading already here. And at the base of the reading, we have the King of Cups. Okay. And I'm going to take one card from the Tao Oracle deck, which for me is the root of this reading, the basis of it, the spiritual message that you need to know. What does Sagittarius need to know? What is the underlying theme here that Sagittarius needs to be aware of in this new moon cycle in Pisces? What is the underlying message for Sagittarius? Sagittarius. All right, we have the card Grace. Number 22 card, powerful number there. 22 is a master number, and that is what is at the base of this reading. So, what does grace mean? Well, here are the key words. Adornment, bring out beauty, elegance, the outer as reflection of the inner, vanity, charisma, self-expression. So, what I feel here is that in reference to your home situation, in reference to your family situation, there is going to be an opportunity for you to shine, to stand out from your history. Now, what I mean is this. For example, you may be someone who's working in a family business, okay, and you have taken on the responsibility of carrying that family legacy. Now, you know, the systems that were in place before, they've worked, they've carried the company through, through years. Now, you being in the position here in this family situation, this business, you now have the opportunity, let's say, to be a spokesperson or to be the front woman or the front man for this business. And in doing so, you are now going to be able to set yourself apart from that family business, that family legacy, through your own charisma, through your own self-expression, through your own reflection of your inner strength, your inner beauty, your inner talent, your inner skills, and through your own grace, you will be able to add an element to your history that is uniquely your own, that you have created, that you have cultivated, and that those who come after you will be able to look back and say, oh, this family member really made their mark, put their personal mark on this situation. Now, let's get down to the cards and see what we're specifically talking about. Well, there may have been a situation in the recent past that was the subject of a lot of heartache, of sadness, of stress, of systems breaking down, of situations breaking down, of separation perhaps. Perhaps there was an estrangement between family members. Perhaps there was an estrangement between you and a parent, mother or father, or people who who were part of the family unit, and that has caused a great deal of stress and a feeling perhaps of being stabbed in the back. Perhaps there was a family member who treated you unfairly, who made a decision that went against what you believed in or what you represent, and this caused you a great deal of heartache and stress. And this energy is still, you are still under this energy and trying to come out from underneath this. The message on this card is those things that hurt instruct. So there is a lesson here. What is the lesson? The lesson is that we are not responsible for other people's choices, for their decisions, for their actions. We are only responsible for our own. So even if we are a member of a family unit, we are together, yet we are separate, okay? We have to follow our own path. We have to go by our own moral code. And you may be disturbed or may have been hurt or injured in some way as a result of actions from someone in your family unit because of their moral code or from where they're coming from. Now, I feel that this energy is resolving. You're coming to an end of this cycle where you are going to be able to move past that. Now, what's on you right now is the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles talks about juggling, about balancing things, balancing opposite things. So it may be a situation where you are trying to respect your history, respect your elders perhaps, respect your family, and yet you know that you have to make your own way. You have to make your own decisions. So there is some turbulence there, but out of that turbulence, there is the potential for tremendous growth for you, because yes, you have to be diplomatic. You have to again show respect for what has come before you, but you also, if there is something that has happened that you do not agree with, you have the right to differ. You have the right to balance opposing viewpoints without being judgmental, okay? And so I feel this Two of Pentacles is you trying to gain balance of your connection to your family situation, your love, your loyalty perhaps, and yet you needing to find your own way and make sense out of things from your own personal code, okay? And act out of that. Now, the Two of Pentacles message here is happiness is not in the mere possession of money. It lies in the joy of achievement, in the thrill of creative effort. Now, is this a situation that had to do with money? Did a family member take some kind of action or make some type of decision about family funds, money or legacy or inheritance that perhaps cut you out of the situation, or where you received less than what you felt was equitable? This might have been what happened, and that has thrown you off. And so now you have to try to reconcile the hurt that you feel that was perpetrated against you, but still still be a loving member of the family, and still perhaps there's the need to forgive. So you are balancing this feeling of betrayal with the feeling of I need to forgive in order to move on from what happened here. What's coming up in the near future? Well, the Page of Wands is here, and the Page of Wands denotes a message coming to you. So there is going to be a message. There's going to be information coming to you. It's going to come very quickly, maybe out of nowhere, an unexpected call, an unexpected email or text message that is going to have a bearing over this situation. And I feel that it is something that is going to end up healing the situation, improving things. There's going to be a conversation. There's going to be constructive communication about whatever took place. The Page of Wands is fire. So this information, this call, this communication could be received from someone of a fire sign energy, which is Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. And I feel that it is going to be a positive message. It's going to be something that you are hoping to hear. Now, with this new moon solar eclipse in Pisces in your 4th house, we're talking about healing. There's the potential that this conversation or this communication from someone is going to heal the situation. It's going to rebalance things, and is going to be a positive cause positive transformation, a positive change in something that maybe you perhaps thought was lost, or that was not, that could not be fixed. This could be a positive improvement in that situation. The Page of Wands says it's never too late to be what you might have become. So, what does that mean? Well, the Page of Wands says, for me, that it's never too late to become the forgiving party. It's never too late to reach out, to make amends, to accept, to accept an apology, to be gracious, and to open yourself up again to someone that perhaps you feel has hurt you, especially if that person comes to you with a sense of humility, with asking for forgiveness, or explaining themselves so that you understand where they were coming from. Interesting, because on this card you have an elder here and you have a child, and it seems like the father figure, maybe it's an uncle, a grandfather, is having a very deep conversation with this youth, and there seems to be some instruction going on, some deep explanation, and the youth here is very attentive. So my message to you is, if that call comes in, if that email comes in, if that text message comes in, be receptive, be open, be willing to listen to what that person has to say to you, because I feel that it will clarify for you what took place, and you will have a different viewpoint on what may have happened there. Now, what's crowning? This is also the advice card. This is the death card. And death is transformation. It's regeneration. It is something that we thought was dead and buried, being reborn, new life. So I feel that there is going to be a positive transformation for you over whatever this situation might have been. This is very powerful, because the Ten of Swords can often feel like the death of something, okay? It can often feel like something that is irretrievably lost. However, transformation has come as the advice card here, and what this is saying, that something that you thought that was dead can be reborn, can be saved, can be, now it is going to be different. There's no question. It is going to be different than it was before. So your relationship may change. Your viewpoint on someone may be changed forever about that person. However, death promises rebirth to something greater, to a higher level. So be open for this transformation of a situation that may have been very difficult. Be open to a gesture or a message, because it will transform the situation. Now, the message here on the death card is, death twitches in my ear. Live, he says, I am coming. Okay? For me here, in this particular reading, I feel like there is going to be a message. You are going to receive the message from someone that says, live. Move on. Keep living despite the difficulty that you have experienced, because a change is coming, a transformation is coming, a healing is coming in this situation. Okay? Now, at the base of the reading here, which is the result of the advice card, if you, if you allow this transformation to happen, we have the King of Cups as the outcome. The King of Cups immediately, for me, represents a father figure here. Now, often the court cards come up and they can represent male or female. There's no gender. But in my, what I'm feeling with this, and why I'll say why I feel this. You know, in this Page of Wands here, we have a father talking to a child. Now, this child, it could be a boy, it could also be a girl. You know, this is an androgynous child, but this is a male parent or a male parental figure. For me, the King of Cups here represents that king. So if there has been an estrangement, if there has been some type of separation or painful experience with a father figure in your life, a grandfather, you know, someone who was part of your family unit, who has been part of your family unit, it is time for you to allow this transformation, this death of the past, of what you felt was a betrayal. There is a need to allow the situation to heal. So it's very possible that some of you will be receiving a gesture of reconciliation from a male relative in your life. It could be a father, stepfather, grandfather, and that he is coming from a place of what he understands as love. I am also getting the potential that, you know, when the King of Cups comes up, often that can represent someone who has a drinking problem. So there may have been a father figure who was either absent from your life or who was perhaps abusive in your life, in your family life, as a result of alcoholism, as a result of some type of chemical dependency. And I feel that right now there is the potential for healing. Perhaps he has gotten some help, he has cleaned up, he is sober. And if that is the case, you are obligated on some level to allow a healing to take place. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to forgive everything. It doesn't mean that you have to open yourself up for for additional heartache or abuse or anything like that. But if this person is coming to you from a place where they are healing, or they are in their process, they are trying, they are making the attempt, they are, they have sought counseling, they are in a group, they are in an active process of their healing, of a healing situation, then it is a healing for you to allow this connection to be reborn on some level. You can gauge what is comfortable for you, but if this situation arises in your life, this new moon solar eclipse in Pisces is asking you to allow a healing to take place. Interestingly enough, Pisces is ruled by Neptune. Neptune is also the planet that, when it is very strong or negatively aspected, can also denote substance abuse issues. So that may again be a strong theme in this particular reading for you. If it is not that type of situation, it can be perhaps a feeling of abandonment, or it can be a situation where perhaps there were monies involved and this king did not, was not, was not helpful or was not generous when you perhaps came to him for assistance. There was no assistance offered to you, and you feel, betrayed or humiliated by that situation. There may be something greater coming that is going to transform that feeling that you have. Allow that message to come through from wherever it is going to come through. Be on the watch for that, okay? But in the meantime, stay balanced. Now, again, at the basis of this, we're talking about grace. Grace is... it's a very powerful word because it is staying focused, staying you know, having a sense of inner balance despite what is going on around you, having a sense of humility, knowing who you are, being generous, being loving, regardless of what you have been, how you have been hurt, how you have been injured, what pressure or what difficulties you are living or existing under, that you still have an inner peace, an inner focus, an inner balance that allows you to act from a point of graciousness, of humility, even to those who have hurt or injured or betrayed you, okay? And in doing so, that is a blessing in itself, because when we act from a higher level of action, of spiritual growth, of thought process, you know, we allow ourselves not to be victims of what has taken place, or of the, you know, of the crime or whatever it is that has happened in our lives. We remove ourselves from being the victim because we allow ourselves to continue moving forward in our lives on a spiritual level, you know, on a life level, on our life path, despite what has happened in the past. So if that has happened for you in your family situation, know that you are not, you may have been the recipient of difficult things, of stressful acts, of abuse, but that does not define who you are. What you do now with your life, who you forgive, and how you move on and remain balanced is a sign of grace. All right, so thank you so much, and I do appreciate you spending this time with me, Sagittarius. I do hope that this reading resonated with you. If you would like more of an in-depth reading, personal reading, please contact me at my website. You can click on the link here, and I would love to be able to read for you with a private reading. I thank you for your likes, your sharing of my videos. I thank you for subscribing and for all your feedback. I love being able to communicate with you, and you know, your encouragement and your feedback are a blessing to me, and I do hope that I am a blessing to you as well. I bid you all good things, and as always bid you namaste.